person standing over there. That's Ganyu! We finally found her! Ganyu! Here you are!
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the Yua High Pavilion regarding matters concerning the commercial port.
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary anymore?
That's why you're here? You want me to come back?
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, I knew it was only a matter of time until I had to leave. My Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that I had been replaced by Baiwen, Baishao, and Baishu. Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. Since the Qixing gave me a chance to leave with dignity, I decided to be tactful as well. I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your words of comfort. After 1,000 years away, I came back to Jueyun Karst. Looking at the clouds floating among the mountains brings me peace of mind. I feel better now.
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Cloud Retainer, we're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow, you Adepti really are impressive.
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well. A matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. Yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends...
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear of it.
Oh, Paimon wants to hear it!
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed. When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most often to touch her horn.
Wow!
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball. The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human in the flesh. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had...
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
One's intention was merely to relieve the
And you did the exact opposite.
Be that so? But returning to Ganyu, most gladdened, one cannot help but feel that remaining in Jueyun Karst, one will tell you more about her, if you... Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But... just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
one did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to conquer. One hopes that you will accompany her.
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, anyways, what's that training Ganyu is...
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Joyun Karst. She should be in the southern part of Mount Aotsong right now, preparing for...
Huh, is that so? Let's go take a look then. So here you are, Ganyu.
Why did you come here? Considering the kindness you have shown me,
Yay!
this trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me feel like an Adeptus again. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she is too unaware.
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine. If you're ready, we shall begin.
So here
Why did you come here?
Yeah!
This trial was prepared by... The training is much to her...
Is
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. If you're ready... If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised. We're way behind schedule. We've completed the task. What do you think? I agree. You possess many qualities similar to those of Adepti, despite—
Ganyu, what were you planning to do once your training was over?
The training's not over yet. The part prepared by Cloud Retainer—
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
No. The only Adeptus who can unlock my true
Who is it?
Conqueror of Demons.
Huh. So it's Xiao. That cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared a trial for you?
I found him unapproachable at first, too. But I believe that being able to face him is an important part of my homecoming. He's already waiting for me. Come along if you're interested.
Of course we are! Let's go!
Relax. You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer.
I don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just...
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human. Always treading the line between the two worlds. Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should face your...
I have nothing to hide.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, the trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your body.
Yes. I'm ready.
Focus on the trial. I'm not here for idle chatter.
The trial's begun! Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed.
My apologies.
The wind rises.
Born of ice and frost.
Squall and fury.
Access denied.
Behold!
Take flight.
The wind rises.
Blaze over.
Whirling snow. Sakura swirl. Take flight.
No touching.
My apologies.
Squall and fury. Know your place.
Whirling
The wind rises. You're so happy just to see the sun again. How childish.
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation, only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress fast.
Understood.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your training, so you'll...
I have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of...
Pesky visitor? So even here there are those...
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon the... Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain? Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful blessings, O Adepti. I beg of you, please grant me luck.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim. Huh. He can handle any battle, but talking to strange humans is a different...
I am also one of the Adepti.
Perfect! I didn't come in vain then. Although you sound a bit half-hearted. What blessings can you grant me?
Wow, straight to the point, huh?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti don't help every pilgrim
For free? Do you mean that you charge people for the...
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that everything should... It would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of the common folk are riddled with hardships. A person of your age should focus on work and family, instead of chasing after fairy tales.
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak in... You sure you're not one of those swindlers who pose as an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money? Enough. Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus or not. You're useless. I'm...
Nobody's stopping you. Ganyu, don't let that guy ruin your mood.
It's not his behavior. I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting myself to training would make me feel... But being questioned by him made me realize that I... But I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an Adeptus,
It's true! Just believe us!
All right. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. If I'm proven right, I'll return to Jueyun Karst once again.
It's a step in the right direction.
I'm still...
Come on, Ganyu! We're almost there! You don't want to turn...
I suppose you have a point. It would be quite impolite of me to leave the two of you.
That's right! Where do you want
I've spent too much time in the mountains. Let's go for a walk in the port.
to... Happy to come with.
Tell me.
The sound of the waves and the smell of the sea breeze makes me nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. Why do you look
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't taken...
Huh. It's true. Ganyu seemed to be working over...
Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most... It put me in a certain mood. Similar to the...
Is that... It is! I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here.
Lady Ganyu? Why are you calling her that?
Allow me to introduce Uncle...
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for Liyue after all, and...
Uncle Tian is a member of the Liyue Qixing, the Tianshu.
What? This grandpa is a member of the Qixing? The same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion concerning my identity. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. I have no... In most people's eyes, I'm just a forgetful and wordy old man.
Uncle Tian is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character.
What an honor to receive such a...
Uncle Tian, please. A person of your standing should really stop calling me late.
My apologies. It's not in... Thank you for looking after me when I first ascended to my position in the Qixing.
Oh, so you've been friends for many decades.
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as the Qixing secretary. It's nothing worthy.
Talking about secretaries... Oh, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu, I believe you know my daughter, Huixin. She seems to be a bit...
Yes, she works at Yue High Pavilion and she's my junior. How can I help her?
I don't know myself, really. She's... May I trouble you to meet her at Yue High Pavilion?
With pleasure. Solving the Qixing's problems...
She's back in character. Just like that, huh? Let's move then. To you.
Miss... I don't know why, but seeing you brings me a...
Indeed, it has been a while, Huixin. I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I could be of some help.
My father asked you to come, didn't he? Abusing his status as a member of the Qixing to trouble you.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior colleague from Yuehai Pavilion.
Ganyu's not only a competent secretary, but also a great mentor.
So, what can you tell me about the
Ugh, where should I start? There are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of 2 stores, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique. However, whether I question the shopkeeper, without any evidence, my hands are tied.
I see. It's not uncommon for merchants to be blinded by greed.
Well, is there any solution you can advise?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. All right. Let's approach it this way, then.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique are old business rivals.
In that case... I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu.
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique. The owner's name is...
Yes, you're right.
Behold!
Aha! We meet again, traveler. And you must... I suppose you're about to place a big order.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo Boutique's credit is not sufficient to accept orders directly from... Should we need to place such an order, we would certainly go...
What? Second Life? Ugh. That rascal Dongsheng.
Well, Second Life's credit has always been excellent, and based on their tax records, their business is
Tax records?
Huh. Is there anything you'd like to share with us, Miss...
Don't let that rascal fool you. I know his dirty trick. If you don't believe me, show me his tax records. I'm sure I'll find...
You know Second Life's business so well?
Of course. Ugh, their every transaction makes my blood boil. I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Well then, please look over this tax record. We'll review Second Life's credit based on your observations.
Oh, of course. I'll read line by line and word by word. Here that exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from Fanmu Carpenters at the beginning of the year. Ugh, he even flaunted it. Look at the tax record. Not a word about that furniture. And he kept all the profit for himself.
I see. He must have gotten rid of all the documents related to this transaction. No one...
I told you so.
But, Ms. Ganyu, despite all this, can't he just flat out deny ever...
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but I believe the supplier, Fanmu Carpenters, might...
Aha, you're right. Master Lu from Fanmu Carpenters must still have the invoice.
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. It should be near... Thank you for shining a light on this case, Mr. Balai.
Oh, please, that's nothing. I just hope you won't be lenient with him once you find the evidence.
I'm afraid I can't go to Chink...
It's all right, Weishin. You can stay in Liyue Harbor and finish your work.
Ah, that's so considerate of you.
I should have restored it. You can't beat the atmosphere here and leave it.
Spawn Fury!
Ah, welcome, welcome. I'm usually happy to take new apprentices, but I'm afraid I can't.
Kingsa really is full of lonely old people.
Hey, I heard that, Flying One.
Paimon's...
Master Lu, we've just come to see you and ask you some questions.
Ah, don't worry, I know. You're from the Yuehai Pavilion, right? Why would the Qixing care about an old man like me? Well, whatever. You said that you want to ask me something.
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. We're looking for proof that Dongsheng from Second Life has been evading taxation. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year. Do you still have the invoice or any other
Oh, it's about Second Life. It was a big
Sure enough, Mr. Ballai. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice?
Of course you can. But I'm...
what's that?
I only do my wood... As for old documents and such, I keep them all in... But some troublemakers have recently moved there, invading. Since you need that invoice anyway, it may be best to get it from the...
So that's what happened. I see.
I'll leave you to it then.
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice. Time for us...
Wait, I think I saw one of those troublemakers.
Oh, Paimon sees them too! It's one of the Fatui!
They must be plotting something against Liyue Harbor.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's warehouse.
Ever since Osial attacked the harbor, the Fatui's reputation in Liyue has reached rock bottom. We won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis by getting into some small scuffle with the Fatui. Besides, I can already feel their malicious intention. My intuition as the secretary of the Qixing.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go teach him a lesson.
Frozen. Crap, you'll get frostbite.
Take flight!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Don't get in the way!
Back off!
It's time for a flash freeze. Frozen food.
You're toast! Ow!
It's no problem. Flash frost.
Kamisato art! Sumetsu!
I think you've had enough. About time you tell us your...
Plan? What?
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly you weren't paying attention. If you don't spill whatever you're scheming against, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I'm telling the truth. There's...
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the...
Fine. If you really want to know, then
About to...
pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly...
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh berries. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Jinxa Village is nothing more than a retirement spot for old...
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem like...
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu
Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse? I swear, I only came here...
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
I misjudged the situation and offended you. Our exchange only represents my personal views. If you wish it so...
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs wouldn't side with us for two...
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may try to solve this problem.
Paimon's in!
Darn you. How can you wear that...
What's your choice, then?
I'll get back to my berries.
What a bittersweet end.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too much time away from...
No worries. It's always nice to teach the Fatui a lesson.
Let's keep moving towards Master Lu's warehouse. Our goal is to get the invoice, after all.
So this is the warehouse. Seems like those troublemakers were nothing more than a few young turtles. Let's show them what we got.
Squall Fury! How amusing. The wind rises.
Boba, get them!
Squall Fury. Behold!